We see these two questions are answered not only in Luke chapter 9, but in all of Luke's writing. Actually, if you take a step back and you look at the 52 chapters that Luke has written across two books, you see that the Gospel of Luke is all about Jesus' life. It's focused on answering the question, who is Jesus? And the book of Acts is all focused on what do we do about it? Now, obviously, in both of those, you're going to have elements of the other question. Luke's gospel is focused on who is Jesus, but we're already introduced to the actions of the disciples, their reaction to the truth that Jesus is the Messiah. In the book of Acts, we will see in great detail what they're going to do about it, but we're also going to be constantly reminded that Jesus Christ is the Son of God who died on the cross for their sins and rose again from the dead. You see, these two questions are intertwined. It's not like you answer the first question, and once you've got that right, then you can spend the rest of your life focusing on the second question. It's not like you figure out who Jesus is, and then you spend the rest of your life figuring out what to do with it. Both of these questions will constantly be intertwined. The answers to these questions will be constantly intertwined in our lives. Joel Green said it this way: one cannot embody authentic discipleship unless one perceives faithfully the nature of Jesus' person and work. Yet, one cannot adequately comprehend the person and work of Jesus apart from genuine discipleship. In other words, the answer to either of these questions help us answer the other question more thoroughly. The two different questions, the answers aren't contained in silos. They're not separated from one another, but rather they're intermingled and they augment and they help us answer more fully the other question. As you answer the question, who is Jesus to you, you'll better understand how to live in light of that truth. And as you live in light of that truth, you'll be able to better answer who Jesus is. For an illustration of this, we look no further than just one chapter previous where Jesus tells us about the seed and the soil. The life and fruit-producing, multiplying potential of the seed is all contained in the seed, but it needs soil to land in, to put down roots in, to reproduce in. But once it's in the soil, it has the potential and the power contained within itself to become a large tree, to put down roots, to spread out large branches that provide shade. And your answer to who is Jesus will grow and deepen as he takes root in your life and he spreads the branches of his grace and you bask in the shade and joy and peace of his goodness and his glory. I mean, we see this progression happen in Luke chapter 9.